stop it. I'll stop it. So, as you can see there, I mean, I was a little bit hyped. I don't know if that makes you hyped. I remember seeing this game play trailer back in 2015, and I was getting a little bit hyped for this game. Just a little bit. I know what you're thinking, but Wolf Guy, this game was trash. It was a steaming pile of trash. I will accept that. But it had a lot of, not a lot. It had some good. It had some good. All right? It had some good. But before I get to the good, I will just quickly remind you of some of the doggy poo, okay? So, getting into some of the doggy poo, and this won't take too long. We had the campaign. The campaign was not good, as we all remember. Very linear. They try to push Locke as the new character. 343 Industry has this fetish for making Halo their own creation. Like Halo 4. When I saw in Halo 4 they made the BR scope a square, I was like, oh, here we go. Here we go. And then Halo 5, look at Spartan Locke down there. They try to make Spartan Locke the main character and kill off Master Chief. That obviously didn't turn out how they wanted. And in my opinion, after Halo 5, they did like Spartan Locke and just died. They were like, we don't care about Halo anymore. You guys won't let us make what we want without giving us a bunch of hate. So we're done. And you could tell by the mass developers leaving between Halo 5 and Infinite. And then after Infinite, the rest of them left. Or, well, got fired. But the ones who really had passion for Halo, they left after Halo 5. Yeah. But, so the campaign was not what it was marketed as. I mean, it was a little bit. They were trying to hunt Chief, and there was some sort of thriller dynamic to it. Hunt the truth. There's something going on. But it really wasn't that. It was just the good old soldiers being told what to do and doing it, hunting Chief without asking any questions of their own. And he's just following Cortana because Cortana obviously is very, I mean, she was the savior of humanity, really. And he trusted what she had was important, so he was just following where she told him to go and trying to find her. Like, I don't know why Master Chief was turned to be this bad guy. It was because he didn't follow orders. He just said, hey, I'm not coming back. There's something going on I don't like. I'm going to check it out. Suddenly he's an enemy. He wasn't an enemy, though. They just said, hey, Team Osiris, please bring him back. And that was it. So I won't make this whole video about the campaign and the mismarketing of this campaign. Obviously, the campaign had a different rewrites. Like, this is the first trailer in 2013 of the campaign, and it's just random. It is just a random, I don't even know. Yeah, there's a Guardian. There's Chief, I guess, looking for Cortana and in his Jesus robes. I don't know what's going on here. But you can tell they had no idea what they were doing with the campaign and that they can just flip it on a dime. And like in Halo Infinite, they flipped the story on the dime. And Halo Infinite's completely not the Reclaimer trilogy at all. It's a completely different story than what they planned originally for Halo 6. So I am going to talk about the good things that Halo 5 did. Let's start with the 60 frames a second. Guys, games should be locked 60 frames, all games, no matter what. It should be a mandate in the industry, 60 frames a second, no matter what. This game ran on the all-powerful VHS box. The one box, the one and only box, the Xbox One box, the Xbox One. It ran at 60 frames. No matter what happened, that game was always 60. That game was always running 60. And the graphics, they weren't bad. Like, they were not that bad. They weren't. And I think the lighting was good. I think the texture resolution was good. Not the detail, but the resolution. And with how many players and AI they had on the screen in Warzone, I think they did a good job getting that game locked at 60 frames a second. And it helped with the dynamic resolution. I think this was the first title to use dynamic resolution where it would jump in between 720p and 1080p. I don't think it went below 720p, but I don't think it's a big deal because Halo Reach and before Halo Reach, all those Halo games were sub 720p. I bet you didn't know that. They were all sub HD. They were like 690p and 672p or something like that. So the gameplay was smooth. It was balanced. Like, guys, it was balanced. Well, before you kill me, it was balanced in everything besides Warzone. And you'll see Warzone right here. Warzone, yeah, you could pay to win, but not, I mean, you can pay for packs and get tanks and banshees, and you could play in a banshee starting with a banshee every game. Well, once you got up to the vehicle level, the air vehicle level, you can then call on a banshee. But by that point, everyone could have a Spartan laser, guys, or missile launchers, and banshees were useless. But nonetheless, yeah, I just remember midway through the life cycle of Halo 5, it was like Team Fiesta in Warzone where you pop in and everyone's got all this crazy stuff and it was just chaotic and not fun. I like a more grounded Halo experience and Warzone was not it, even though I played a ton of it. So then I jumped into Big Team Battle halfway through the life cycle because Big Team Battle was not added in Halo 5 and, well, not added at launch until, oh, we got an advertisement here. Become a hero. So it was not added at launch, and they did this so people would spend money on Halo 5 rec packs. And then Big Team Battle was added, and once it was added, it only had Forge maps in it, and I don't like that because, like I said, there was not detail in any of the objects in this game, not much detail, especially the Forge objects. They were just blank, smooth, Forerunner design slates, no details whatsoever. Halo Reach Forge objects had more detail than Halo 5. But I digress. Yeah, Big Team Battle was fun enough with the maps they gave us, it just had no soul to it. But it wasn't all that bad. It was still fun, alright? It was still a fun game. The gameplay, everyone had thruster packs, everyone could ground pound, everyone could sprint. It wasn't that bad of an experience. It wasn't that bad of an experience. It wasn't a game that had great community features. Like you'll see here, when you are in the lobby of a game, it was a little bit rough. You had just the player cards at the left there. You only had their picture. You couldn't look at their profile. So you couldn't see their file share. So you couldn't see their custom games and Forge maps or pictures in their file share. You couldn't see their friends who played Halo. You couldn't invite them. You couldn't party up with them. It wasn't, and on top of that, the custom games browser also wasn't added until like halfway through the life cycle, if I remember correctly. So yeah, this game had a lot of problems. And I know this video is about defending Halo 5 and saying it wasn't that bad, even though, I mean, let's be honest, this game had a lot of issues. It had a lot of issues. But guys, it wasn't that bad. It was, in 2015, it was better than a lot of multiplayer games out there, I'll tell you. It was not that bad of a game. Now, did Halo 5 put the nail in the coffin for the Halo franchise? Yes, it did. After Halo 5, no one cared anymore. No one got Halo Wars 2. except for me. And none of my friends got Halo after Halo 5. I still remember people who left Halo when Halo 5 came out, they still got it and jumped on it. But after Halo 5, they were done with Halo. They were done. But yeah, I mean, there's so much bad stuff to talk about with Halo. Like we talked about the campaign. The graphics could have been better, but was impressive for what they did. The gameplay was nice and smooth, but the community features, the Forge, the custom games, the magic just wasn't there like it was in Halo 3. But Warzone Firefight also, I believe, was added later, and I didn't enjoy it that much. It wasn't as good as basic Firefight from Halo 3 ODST and Halo Reach. The UI was trash. The campaign was trash. The ranking system. Here's what I'll say about the ranking system, because that's a big thing. The ranking system in Arena, which I did not care about. I didn't like the playlists in Arena. It was the normal play 10 games to qualify, and then you get bronze 1 through 5, silver 1 through 5, up to gold, platinum, diamond, and then I believe onyx, challenger. Did not care about that. And I played social games, but for social games, what you would get is numbers next to your picture. Although those numbers could not be seen, if you look at the left side there, they could not be seen by other players. So they didn't even matter, because 343, I think, they were so worried about people quitting against higher ranked people for some reason, even though that wasn't a big issue in Halo 3. But your number next to your name meant nothing, because in Halo 3 it meant something. The more experience you have, based on the wins you have in rank or social, it contributed to your base rank from the ranked playlist. So for example, if you were a colonel, because you ranked, I think, 35, between 35 and 40 in a ranked in the ranked playlist, you could be a colonel grade 1, colonel grade 2, colonel grade 3, or it was like I think it was by grades. Brigadier, you could be a brigadier general. Based on your experience, it contributed to your base rank. So yeah, colonel is different from a colonel grade 3, or a brigadier is different from a brigadier general. One has a lot more experience and playtime than the other. And in Halo Reach, when you got the number, you got it through experience, and that experience points could be used to buy armor. And also, when you got a higher number, you got a very cool emblem. A new rank emblem instead of just a number. Halo 5, you can buy rec packs through playing, I guess. It's kind of like Halo Reach, but it just wasn't the same. And not to mention, looking at it here, everyone looks so bubbly, and they look especially bubbly just how the lighting system is, and the zero textures that are like, they have high res textures but low level detail, and so you just pop out like a red and blue bubble with the lighting. Yeah, so, and the baked in preset shading or shadow quality. So I would say that is about it for this video, guys. Again, I will say that this game is not as bad as everyone thought it was. I think it does a lot of things better than Halo Reach, or not Halo Reach, than Halo Infinite. But Halo Infinite, the developers by that point did not care about Halo anymore, so it's not a surprise that Halo 5, I just feel like Halo 5 has a little bit more soul to it. Halo 4, I believe, had a lot of soul to it, but once they started giving that negative feedback, they just gave up. So yeah, comment down below what you guys think. Do you think this game is good? Do you think it's still doggy poo? Are you playing it right now while watching me? I don't know. Comment down below, like, subscribe, that would be cool. Still, in my opinion, no, this game is not good. This game isn't good. This game is not good. It just has a few minor things about it that make it special. All right. Well, I will see you guys in the next video.